we definitely want to have a presence anywhere we can.
Okay, any last questions or?
Yeah, this is Seth Silva. If I wanted to go and search for your current promotions and giveaways as an interested passenger, where would I find that, and what promotions and giveaways would I currently see?
So usually our promotions and giveaways, anytime you'll see a specific giveaway, usually those happen on social media. So that's where I would recommend looking there. As far as giveaways, we don't currently have one running for Merced. For promotions, we've been trying out a little bit of a different approach by doing targeted content that will hopefully hit the right audiences. So for example, we've recently done a campaign that was targeted towards UC Merced students. So what we did is our social media manager went out there and she interviewed local students and then brought up the flight service in the interim. And essentially that campaign would be something where any student from Merced would comment this message on that post. And once they comment, they'll get DM'd, which is a direct message. They'll get sent a promo code to actually to get 20% off their flights. So it kind of depends on what the promotion is, and then we'll do other things like a Mother's Day or Father's Day deal, which is like a week only. For something like that, you would want to be subscribed to our email list. I'm trying to think what else. It ultimately really just kind of depends on what campaign we're running, and then we target it to that. So I would say for Merced students, we're hitting more on the social media side of things. And then as far as trying to get people who have already flown us to continue taking these trips, we're hitting them more with email campaigns and different kind of holiday deals and that type of thing. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thanks.
Awesome.
Okay. Ed, did we get your last name? I apologize. So
My last name is Dorico.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat? My hearing is terrible.
Oh, it's Dorico. DERRICO. Italian.
Yeah, good. I just wanted to make sure we had it in our minutes. So thank you very much. Appreciate the report.
Yeah, appreciate your guys' time.
Thank you.
I think Red had a question.
Oh,
May I ask some questions?
Yeah.
I think Chairman Scoble had a question about the Hawthorne, correct? The drop in numbers, right?
The load factor drop off.
Yeah, and
here recently.
I think I wanted to touch on that. Again, my agenda is to really push our 10,000 employments here. And I'd like to know the future for Advanced on flight cancellations to cities and recovery of passengers, so that way we can continue pushing our customer experience in Merced. And I think those drops were because of maintenance and canceled flights in March specifically. And I know there's a lot of maintenance that happened, so I wanted to bring that up to have the board hear about the plan moving forward.
Sure. So my name is Sean Fairbairn. I'm the director of flight for Advanced Air. So Red, I just want to clarify. So you want me to talk about what we're doing going forward for maintenance, or for more of a future plan for Advanced Air?
Yeah, the future. I know we've touched on it, but I just wanted you to kind of explain what we've already talked about so the board can understand that too.
Sure. Okay. So for maintenance, this year has been somewhat trying, as as the new administration came in, and we all know that there was some upheaval, and a lot of that upheaval had to do with tariffs, and so one thing is that a lot of parts for airplanes are made outside of the U.S. And so one thing that's common for these airplanes is they have to have a hot section inspection. Hot section is the section of the engine that creates the combustion, and it's a big inspection. It's really important, and it takes a lot of parts. So from the pandemic, there was already a backlog in maintenance facilities, and maintenance times were already at an all-time high. And then the upheaval happened with everything, and a lot of people were trying to figure out what they're going to do to get an engine and or get an inspection done before tariffs hit. So the maintenance facilities saw a huge influx at the beginning of the year, and so that really paused us. We had 2 airplanes that were in for hot section repairs, and they were projected to be out end of February, and the other one mid-March, and they were delayed. And then there were a couple other unexpected maintenance events that came up through the fleet. And when we have a couple of airplanes, we have 10 airplanes, 10 King Airs, and 1 Pilatus. So when you're talking about 2 or 3 airplanes down, you're talking about 25-30% of your fleet. So a couple of airplanes did make a difference for us. These airplanes that were delayed, and then the maintenance event, the unexpected maintenance events, really put us in a bind, and saw us with these lower numbers in March particularly. So the go forward is we're talking about consolidating the fleet types, and so right now we have a Pilatus, the single engine that services Merced, and we also run King Air 350s through most of the rest of our EAS line. So we're talking about consolidating up to a King Air 350. I think that the King Air services Merced a lot. I think that people will be happy with that airplane. It's a little bit faster, a little bit bigger, and it does have 2 engines. So I think it's aesthetically, people think it's a little more safe. So I think by doing those, by consolidating the fleet, that will reduce one platform of aircraft maintenance that we have to that we have challenges with, and obviously that scale, the more airplanes that we're trying to fix of the same type, that scale pushes us up in the queue for importance. So I think those couple of changes will help. We're also hiring a maintenance controller, someone that will go through every airplane and look at these hours and start scheduling maintenance events with maintenance facilities much sooner than we do now. And those standing appointments will be able to will fill with airplanes, and I think it will really help out this situation for the future.
Thank you for the response. This is Rhett. Thank you again. I just wanted the board to hear the positive future for Advanced and Merced, and they're really addressing those issues and looking forward for us and adding capacity.
Yeah, thank you, Brett, for bringing that to a deeper understanding. Okay, anything else? Any other questions? No? Okay, so I think we are through the agenda for tonight. Should we call for a motion to adjourn? I hear the motion to adjourn, or?
Motion to adjourn?
And I'll second that motion.
Pardon? Second?
I'll second it, yes.
Pardon?
I'll second it.
Second. Okay. Well, all of our hearing is a miss. Okay. Karen, anything else or?
So you want to vote all in favor? Say aye.
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 Those opposed? Great.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Close the meeting at 7:38.
So Brett, are you?